to be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You know who it is. It's Miss Angel Baby, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about some information that's been floating around about what could have possibly taken place, allegedly. But before we get started, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, join the family. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell too. So anytime we drop a video, y'all gonna be notified. Period. All right, y'all. So let's just go ahead and dive right on into it. I'm just going to go ahead and just say my disclaimer now. Anything in this video is alleged. Anything that is not my opinion, perception, or thoughts. And I'll let you know at that time. Okay, y'all. So, allegedly, the maid down in Mexico came out and she had this story about, what happened. So my thing is, I was sitting here trying to piece together everything that was going on. And so I'm going to try to do my best to kind of, give y'all my perception of it. And then just let y'all know my opinion, basically. Okay, so, Shanquella's father, he's heartbroken. Her mother's heartbroken. Her whole family's heartbroken, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And they're really trying to get some answers. Nobody seemed to be talking. Now allegedly there was talk of the family wanting to get a second autopsy in America. So that way maybe it can give them some more answers as to what actually happened to Shanquella. It seems to be so many cover-ups in this whole case to where, like, I don't blame her family if they need another autopsy. You know what I mean? What if there's some additional information that they are hiding as well? Like, who knows? I mean, this case is just really, really crazy. It's a lot of mystery to it. And the fact that the cover-up, now that's what blows my mind. The cover-up. And the only thing that Shanquella's dad, I see him online all the time, and he's just asking, like, why? And that's the saddest part, is like when all you want to know is just why. And a lot of times, when we lose somebody, when someone's taken from us, that's what we want to know. Why? And the fact that we never really get that honest answer, I think is just what kills a person. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, my prayers are with their family. With this crime happening in Mexico and everything being in Spanish, you know what I'm saying? If you guys seen that interview with Shanquella's dad, he was saying that, everything was in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't get anybody in English until he found this one woman. She was there the whole step of the way, until Shanquella came home. So, I mean, that just goes to show you that, like, this is a real serious language barrier, y'all. Okay, so the maid has came out, allegedly, I gotta say alleged, and basically gave a story. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and just go over that story, kind of put it together, and yeah, see if we can make some sense of it. So, apparently, Shanquella's time of death was between 7 a.m. and 12 p.m. in the afternoon. Okay, so the maid alleges that she got there about noon, and when she got there, she found Shanquella. Now, see, that was the thing, y'all. I was trying to figure out, like, how did she find Shanquella? Like, did everybody just leave her and then the maid found her? So allegedly, the maid, she finds Shanquella. She goes and tells the so-called friends, look, she's sick, she needs help. And then they go into the room, allegedly, pretending like they don't know what's going on. But in my opinion, I feel like they knew the whole time. They just left her in there. And this was their whole cover up to try to sit there and make it seem like, oh, we don't know what happened. So at that point, allegedly, that's when her so-called friends tell the maid, oh, she's drunk and she's sick. But the maid alleges that she touched Shanquella and Shanquella was cold to the touch. If that is the case, then that would say that Shanquella was already gone. So that's when I feel Khalil Cook got on the phone and he called Shanquella's mom and tried to make up this whole story, you know what I'm saying, about alcohol poisoning. If you guys go back to Shanquella's mom's interview, she said that the doctor hadn't came. Something about they called the doctor and the doctor hadn't came yet. They were waiting on the doctor or something like that. So if the maid came in and she discovered Shanquella at 12, but the doctor didn't get there until 3 p.m., then what were they doing the whole time? In my opinion, I feel like maybe they were trying to convince the maid and whoever else, each other, and Shanquella's mom, that she's just drunk, she's fine. But the whole time I feel like the maid already knows. But she's not saying anything. So the doctor comes allegedly right after 3 p.m. So the doctor's there after 3 p.m. and Shanquella, let's say, unresponsive. Okay, so the doctor's alleging that she tried to give Shanquella an IV. Obviously, that didn't work. And then Shanquella started to seize. This was all is supposed to be in a time span within almost 3 hours because she was pronounced deceased allegedly at 5:57 p.m. So they said that, the doctor tried to shock her so many times. And the amount of times, it was just like crazy. At that point, obviously, the doctor had known that she was already gone. Allegedly, the doctor and the police had no clue, the Mexican authorities had no clue that Shanquella was hurt because they couldn't see the cuts on her face because she was too dark. That doesn't make any sense to me because the father said that Shanquella also had a knot on her forehead as well. So did they not see that knot on her forehead too? Or she was too black to see that knot? Like, come on. That is just really crazy. And then another thing too is with the whole transgender thing. You know what I'm saying? The whole transgender thing with Dejanay Jackson. She is not transgender. I feel like they were trying to be funny. And then as far as them calling the paramedics, in my opinion, I feel like that was just the last resort. Now, if you guys notice, this Wiggins guy that came out when he did this little live or whatever, do you guys remember when he said he was there after 3? He wanted to make sure he specifically said he was there after 3, right? Another thing that struck me as odd, y'all, do y'all remember when he said that he got next to Shanquella and he was rubbing her head and he was playing music, but she was still alive. She was just drunk and incoherent. I know there's some weird people out there in this world, but to me, when I put it in my head, it's almost as if you're saying your final goodbye. I'm going to rub your head. I'm saying goodbye to you. I'm going to play this music. This is me saying my goodbye. This is my piece. My opinion, I felt like they were just going to be like, oh, alcohol poisoning. They're not going to really care. They're not going to ask any questions. I mean, I don't know why they would assume that. Because Shanquella has family that loves her and cares about her deeply. And they are fighting tooth and nail to get justice for her. And I hope the family gets the justice that they so truly need in this situation. because this situation is just so sad. Now, there was something else that came out, because, I'm trying to figure out, like, people are saying, oh, this was a sacrifice, and oh, this was a game gone wrong, and it's just really crazy. I'm sitting here thinking about the last video that I seen.
How we do it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it how we do it, because we used to it. Drink, motherfucking
Drink!
One.
Winter, come on now.
David, you be working.
Deja, we know you weren't working on upper body when you was working out. Come on, let me see what you got, Winter.
Three.
Winter, what is that?
I'm gonna plank.
What a card at? Man, these people here.
Come on, Lisa, grab a.
It showed Shanquella interacting with Winter and Deja, and they seemed like they were tipsy, but it was just the vibe. And then those cards that were laid to the side, like those cards looked like witchcraft cards or something. They really did to me, in my opinion. So, I mean, the whole situation is just odd. And not just that, the whole we got our first dead body comment when she was laying on the hammock. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It's really, really crazy. Now, one thing I bet y'all, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, I know this just happened, but I guarantee you guys there's going to be a Shanquella Robinson movie, The Cabo 6, something of that nature. Like, because this situation, this story is just so crazy. So crazy. You're dealing with corruption and betrayal and murder. It's just insane. Now, there was a woman who came out and said that she was Shanquella's cousin, and she gave a reason to why she feels like maybe this could have possibly happened. Now, she's alleging that it all started when everybody got PPP loans. Go figure, right? The PPP loan. Here we go. And supposedly, allegedly, Shanquella's business took off. Theirs kind of flopped. And so it was a lot of hostility and jealousy and things of that nature. It was also said that allegedly, Shanquella got tired of being used. She wanted to leave early, and they didn't want that to happen. I mean, we just don't know. You know what I mean? There's so many different reasonings. There's one thing that no one's came out and said. Like when the Wiggins guy came out. Okay? He knows why this happened. He knows the reason. Why isn't anyone saying what happened? Like, what is the reason? What is the reason? Nobody's saying what the reason is. That's because I feel like, in my opinion, there is no damn reason. There's no excuse. There is no reason. No matter what Shanquella did, she did not deserve that. She didn't deserve what happened to her. Her family doesn't deserve this. She trusted some people that she thought was her friend. Because if she didn't, she would have never went out of the country with them. And then Khalil Cook, her so-called best friend, that the mom says that they done been on family trips together. And he was supposed to be really, really close with her. Like, I don't know about y'all, but if somebody's coming on a family trip with my family, that they're like family. Anyway, I hope that everybody goes down in this situation, y'all. I really, really do. I do. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I really want to know y'all thought and opinion on the whole situation. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, peace.
Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the